The high-octane world of Formula One, where speed isn't just a thrill, but a way of life. Strap in tight as we journey through the twists and turns of one man's remarkable story, a tale that reads like a Hollywood blockbuster. Picture this. January 23, 2017, Liberty Media steps up to the podium, dropping a jaw-dropping $4.4 billion to claim ownership of F1, putting an end to a 4-decade reign of one man who was the undisputed star of the show. Who was this mastermind behind the wheel? None other than Bernie Ecclestone. But let's rewind the tape a bit. Long before the big bucks and global dominance, Ecclestone was just a racing enthusiast with a dream. In 1951, a nasty collision with Bill Whitehouse sent him flying from the cockpit. But instead of throwing in the towel, Ecclestone took a detour into real estate while keeping a keen eye on the car business. Fast forward to 1957, and he's back in the game, this time managing driver Stuart Lewis Evans. But tragedy struck at the 1958 Moroccan Grand Prix, when Lewis's engine went up in flames, leaving Ecclestone reeling from the loss of a close friend. Yet amidst the turmoil, Ecclestone soldiered on, embodying the resilience that defines champions. The 60s were a turbulent time for Formula One. Teams were pushing the limits of innovation, but with innovation came a hefty price tag. Money was tight, and the sport relied heavily on manufacturers for support. And let's not forget the safety concerns plaguing the sport, with tragic accidents claiming the lives of legends like Wolfgang von Trips and Jim Clark. Ecclestone wasn't just a spectator in this drama, he was a key player, managing Y and Rin, and even partially owning Rin's Lotus Formula 2 team. Ecclestone was deeply entrenched in the heart of the racing world. But tragedy struck again when Rin lost his life in a crash at the Monza circuit in 1970. Casting a shadow over Ecclestone's triumphs. But Ecclestone wasn't one to back down from a challenge. As the 70s unfolded, he emerged as a driving force in F1, navigating the sport through the treacherous waters of financial uncertainty and global recession. His shrewd business acumen and unwavering determination were the fuel that kept F1's engines soaring. Fast forward to the 21st century, and Ecclestone's legacy looms large over the world of motorsport. Love him or hate him, there's no denying the indelible mark he's left on Formula One. From daring deals to high-stakes negotiations, Ecclestone's story is a testament to the power of passion and perseverance. In 1971, he swooped in and purchased Brabham Racing, kickstarting a revolution that would change the face of Formula One forever. With a keen eye for talent and an ironclad determination, Ecclestone turned Brabham into a force to be reckoned with. From signing top designers like Gordon Murray to securing star drivers like Nelson Piquet and Niki Lauda, Bernie was the driving force behind Brabham's meteoric rise. But what set Bernie apart wasn't just his knack for picking winners. It was his unparalleled attention to detail. From color-coded uniforms for mechanics to a relentless pursuit of perfection, Brabham set the standard for excellence on and off the track. And as the sport's popularity soared, so did Bernie's bank account. He understood the value of television rights long before anyone else, ensuring that Formula One became a global spectacle watched by millions. But Bernie wasn't content with just revolutionizing the racing scene. He wanted to shake up the entire industry. In 1974, he spearheaded the formation of the Formula One Constructors Association, cementing his status as a key player in the sport. And when he took the reins as CEO in 1978, alongside legal heavyweight Max Mosley, it was game over for his rivals. Together, Bernie and Max were a force to be reckoned with. While Mosley thrived in the political arena, Ecclestone had his sights set on the bottom line. They were a match made in heaven, or perhaps hell, depending on who you ask. Armed with a shared vision and a healthy dose of cunning, they took on the establishment and won. But Bernie's legacy isn't just about dollars and cents. It's about passion and perseverance. He saw the potential in Formula One when others saw only a sport. And thanks to his tireless efforts, F1 became more than just a race. It became a global phenomenon. Sponsorships poured in faster than a pit crew changing tires, as brands clamored to hitch their wagons to the Formula One phenomenon. With Bernie at the helm, the race promoters lost their bargaining power faster than a rookie driver spinning out on the first lap. In television networks, they needed Bernie more than a car needs gasoline. The man had the golden touch, turning Formula One into must-watch TV. But Bernie wasn't just raking in cash, he was wielding power like a seasoned pro. By striking annual TV rights deals covering every race, Bernie had broadcasters eating out of his hand faster than a driver hitting the accelerator. And get this, it was all Bernie's brainchild. The man was a strategic genius, outmaneuvering his opponents with the finesse of a Grand Prix champion. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, the FIA, the sport's governing body, was content to let Bernie do the heavy lifting. Little did they know, Bernie was amassing power faster than a car rounding the final corner. With the OFCA, Bernie's brainchild, calling the shots, the FIA found themselves playing catch-up in a game they didn't even know they were in. But every hero needs a nemesis, and in 1978, Bernie met his match in the flamboyant Jean-Marie Balestre, the new president of the FIA. Determined to wrest control from Bernie and the British teams, Balestre declared war, setting the stage for a battle royale that would make the Monaco Grand Prix look like a Sunday drive. Picture this. Behind the scenes, when the cameras weren't rolling, a battle of wits unfolded between Ecclestone and the FIA president. It was a game of cat and mouse, with secrets and alliances lurking around every corner. Bernie, always one step ahead, tracked down the FIA president's calls, discovering a clandestine conversation with Lotus boss Colin Chapman. Sensing trouble, Bernie swooped in, charming Chapman with compliments and flattery, securing his allegiance with finesse. Talk about a strategic masterstroke. But Bernie's toolkit went beyond smooth talking. His personal connections with track owners and government officials gave him the edge when it mattered most. From cozying up to King Juan Carlos for control of the circuit to orchestrating negotiations in the dead of night, Bernie played the game like a seasoned pro. And when it came to bluffing, Bernie had nerves of steel. During the South Africa Grand Prix, when the FIA president declared the race wouldn't count towards the championship, Bernie didn't bat an eye. Instead, he rallied the teams, covered costs, and even provided tires out of his own pocket. Now that's what I call playing hardball. But Bernie's crowning achievement came in the form of the Concorde Agreement, a game-changing pact that reshaped the landscape of Formula One. With Enzo Ferrari by his side, Bernie dealt the final blow to his rivals, cementing his dominance in the sport. In 1995, Ecclestone's influence reached its peak when Max Mosley's FIA handed him the commercial rights to F1 for a jaw-dropping 15 years. Yep, you heard that right. One man, one sport, 15 years. It was a coronation of sorts, a nod to Bernie's unrivaled power over the destiny of Formula One. But Bernie was just getting started. In a move straight out of a playbook, he transferred ownership of his Formula One empire to his wife Slavica in 1996. Talk about a power move. This maneuver wasn't just about taxes. It was all part of Bernie's intricate plan to take Formula One to new heights. With the reins of Formula One now firmly in Slavica's hands, Bernie orchestrated a series of groundbreaking deals that reshaped the landscape of the sport. From negotiating a 10-year deal with the teams to inking a robust 15-year agreement with the FIA, Bernie was unstoppable. But Bernie wasn't just making waves in the boardroom. He was making headlines in the political arena too. With a cool $1 million donation to the Labour Party, Bernie showed that he wasn't afraid to play hardball when it came to lobbying the government. And let's just say it caused quite a stir. In 1999, Bernie executed another financial masterstroke, selling a chunk of his empire to Morgan Grenville Private Equity for a staggering $325 million. And just when you thought he couldn't top that, he sold even more of his stake to Hellman and Fredman for an eye-watering $725 million. But while Bernie's financial maneuvers may have raised a few eyebrows, there's no denying the impact he had on Formula One. From bringing new races to iconic tracks to revolutionizing the way the sport was televised, Bernie was the driving force behind Formula One's meteoric rise. But it wasn't all about the money for Bernie. He understood the dangers of the sport, having managed drivers like Stuart Lewis Evans and Jochen Rindt. His unwavering commitment to safety ushered in significant advancements, making Formula One a safer place for its daring protagonists. Yet like all great stories, Bernie's reign eventually came to an end when Liberty Media took over Formula One. But even in his departure, Bernie left his mark on the sport, paving the way for a new era of growth and innovation. From revamped logos to a newfound embrace of social media, Formula One has undergone a visual and digital transformation since Bernie's departure. And while the sport may have changed, Bernie's legacy lives on, reminding us all of the man who owned Formula One like no one else could. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments.